Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Nose for Nose Memphis vlogcast. I am your program director here in Memphis, Michael Gates, and just thought we'd do something new, something exciting. Gonna bring you some tutorials and some production tips and just a whole sorts of fun stuff. All right. Here at the Nose for Nose program, we are a nonprofit organization that gives youth free access to musical equipment, instruction, and a studio recording environment. With that being said, we're going to get into some DAW instruction today, and a lot of our Nose for Nose studios have the Native Instruments Machine, and so thank you so much, Machine, for being a partner and endorsing us, and we really appreciate that. But so what I want to do today is help you arrange a machine. I've been using Machine for a long time, and the one thing that is frustrating about Machine is the arranger. Right? It's not linear like most DAWs are that you make your beats in or your songs in. It's a little different. So, but I want to help you today to utilize Machine and to put your stems or your sounds, your beats in a DAW where you can arrange them more quickly, efficiently, and get your song up and ready for people to hear. All right, let's go to the DAW now. All right. If you notice, we have Machine, an instance pulled up of Machine. I'm running this inside of Logic Pro 10, but this will apply or be applicable to any DAW that you use in Cubase, Ableton, Pro Tools, Reaper, Studio One, pretty much all the same. So what we want to do first, I've already created one, but I'll go through the process for you. Is we want to create a software instrument track, and on this software instrument track, or an instrument track, or a MIDI track, depends on what it's called in your DAW. You want to get an instance of Machine pulled up, and so that's what I'm doing now. If you're in Logic, just go to software instrument. Instrument that you want to pull up is Machine, and you want to output 1 and 2 because you're on the stereo, or you can route it to a bus if you want to. But we're just gonna go to the stereo, and we're gonna create one. I just created another one. It's gonna load it, and that's what happens. It'll pull up Machine just like that. All right. So let's use that one. I muted the first one, but let's go ahead and use that one since it's up. All right. No biggie. All right. I did have some tracks in here already. We're gonna get rid of these, clean up the session just a little bit. And so what we're gonna do is today I'm gonna show you just by using some loops and just how quickly you can get started, start fleshing out your song. All right. So when creativity strikes, you want to be in that groove. You want to get your ideas out. You want to be quick about it because you don't want to lose it. All right. So once you have an idea, it's always important when you're producing to get your content out of your head and into your DAW as quickly as possible. All right. So we want to help you do that. So we want to keep the vibe going. And so what I'm going to do here, I'm going to find find a loop that's inside of the Native Instruments library. Let's go piano and keys. Let's see what I got in here. Okay, a little cheesy. Definitely cheesy. Cheesy. Okay. Okay. That's cool. Let's go with that. All right. So what I like about Machine is because it's a loop. It's native to Machine, and so I think I got this out of a sample pack from Native Instruments, and so it says the source BPM is 152. Let me plug my laptop up. It's 152. Actually, let me do that. 1 second. Gotta love the magnet. So it says it's 152. Let's see. All right, let's play it back. metronome. Huh? All right, cool. Got more cowbell. So all right, 152. It said 95 over to the side, so I'm wondering where 95 came in. So, but it's one. It says 152 source tempo. It's put it there. All right. So here's another thing. When you have things that are native to machine or native instruments, so pretty much it's made by them. When you put your loops in, like from some of their content, it will put the BPM in for you. Okay, but if you using your own library, if you have your own stuff, it will not put the source BPM in for you. All right. So I'm going to go to my folder and I use sounds.com. I'm a subscriber to Sounds. They have dope stuff. And they actually partner with us. We actually have some packs. Notes for Notes has some packs. And I'm going to use some loops out of the Notes for Notes Future Vintage pack here. And let's see what we can put together from here. So let's go to drum loops and see what we got in the drum loops. Hey, that's funky. That's funky. Hey, I like that. Good claps. I love percussion. Let's do it. Now, if you notice, it didn't change my instance here where it says sampler. So what a sampler is just pretty much just like triggering it like a one shot. All right. So it's just like if I put it on the timeline and I play it. That's it. So it's just gonna play it that one time. But what I want to do, I want to treat it as an audio. I want to go here to internal. I want to switch this to audio, and now it sees it as a loop. And it's just a whole loop file. You can even see that it starts over again after the 4 bars, and it says our source BPM is 119, but we can see actually from the file that is 120. So machine almost got it right. Almost got it right. All right. And so, two things about when you're using your loops. There are two playback modes that are very important for you to look out for. One is called loop. The other is called gate. All right. So what gate allows you to put a note on the timeline or in your lane. And actually, let me make my grid a lot bigger here. I'm gonna take that one away. And so now what it does is it will only play the sections that are highlighted. All right. So in loop mode, which this one is in, no matter if I take this pattern and I copy it, if I didn't want it, it's gonna continue to play every time. All right. So when I'm sequencing, I usually go to gate mode. That way, when I'm triggering a different pattern, I can just put my MIDI note there if I want it, and if I don't, I don't have to worry about it. But the cool thing too, also with this mode, is that I can highlight certain sections of that loop and play it for a type of effect. So let's listen to that. That'd be cool for an intro. Come with the whole thing. Nice. All right, so we got to a good start. All right, so we got drum loops. Let's see what else we got in this pack here. We got.
Oh, I'm so hypnotized.
Ooh.
When I look in
Same.
your eyes, it's like a spell cast over me. and I can't seem to break free. I'm just la-da-ding.
Nice. Nice. I'm curious if I can. Nice. That's
Crazy.
that is crazy. That was perfect. Okay. So now I'm just looking for. Okay, that's the Notes for Notes vintage pack. Dope stuff. Very dope stuff. That is very cool. All right, so y'all pick that up. Get the Notes for Notes future vintage pack. Well worth it. Well worth it. All right. So and again, thank you, Sounds, for that and helping us with that. That is so awesome. We have some very creative and awesome young people, and I'll be looking out for more stuff from Notes for Notes. All right. So this all these sounds are from sounds.com as well. That's cool. Let's try this. All right. Again, external loops, but now put your source BPM in. All right. So it's not going to change your instance that you have here. So let's go back to internal audio. All right. And now what we can do is let's play that. That's funky. That's real funky. All right. So we got that. We got some chords, got some hand claps. We got a drum beat. The cool thing too about using these loops, when you get in a loop mode, man, you can just do stuff like I can change the key, which is the tune. So just say, let's drop it down to. Gave it a certain type of vibe when you drop the key. It seems more in tune with the drums now. Nice. That's funky. That's really funky. Let's see if we can do one more thing here. Let's see what we got. That was cool. Ooh, I want to put this in real quick. That was kind of epic. That was kind of epic. Change this to audio again. That sound was just really epic. Okay, so here we go. Notice this time, our source was labeled as 100.36, but we can see from the slating of the file here to my left that it's actually 82 BPM. So let's do that. Let's just highlight, type in 82, and now let's listen. See what happens. So it's not 82. All right. It lied to us. All right. Let's go back to 100. Let's see if Machine was right. Maybe Machine was right. Oh, Machine wasn't right either. So this is what I do. When I get loops like that, I take it and I move it down to I can see like where it kind of makes the loop at, and it's kind of sitting on the grid a little bit. So to me, maybe let's go back 69. Let's see what that is. Let's play with the metronome. So it wasn't 82, it wasn't 100, it was 69. Okay, so they good thing to know if you run into their problem, that's how you can fix it. Okay, just using the grid, kind of seeing where those down beats are, and moving your tempo around until you find it. All right, things are not perfect. Okay, in a perfect world, everything will be labeled, everything will be the correct whatever, but it's not all the time, and so that's the challenges that we have to face and we have to work around. But it's cool. We know how to fix it, and we fix it. All right, now to what we came here for. Um, Putting your beats inside of your DAW where you can arrange them and to make songs. All right, that's where we about here. So now, what I want to do, I want to go into Machine. I see next to the pattern link, we have two options here. We have one option that's this little symbol here, which is MIDI. The next one is it's a waveform, which is audio. These are your export options. If you wanted to export the MIDI, you can just hold, click and hold, and it would then you can drag out the MIDI data. Next, what we want is the audio option. All right. So now I click and I hold, and I can drag it to my timeline. All right. Now let's play it back. I'm gonna mute that. All right. It's there, but that's not what we want. We need individual files. And so what happened was we exported from the group level. What we want to do, we want to export from the sound level. And so that's the keyboard right there. Now, this is at the sound level, individual sounds, okay? So now what we want to do is we want to go through, click and hold, drag to our timeline. Let's do it, bar 16. Next one, click and hold, drag to our timeline. Next one, click and hold, drag to our timeline. All right. Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to deactivate this instance of machine. So now I'm on my timeline. I've made some space here to do like for an intro or whatever. But now what we can do is do this. If I option, most times if you option click and drag, you can duplicate things. All right. So now just do that. So now what I can do is let's take that out. I'm gonna do something funky here. Let's see if I can do some. Let's do this. I'm going to duplicate this to another track, maybe. If it lets me do it. I'm gonna have to create another audio track. All right. Let's do this. Well, let's listen to it first. Then I get funky with it. Let's just do a nice little fade in. How about that? We let the hand claps come in full and we fade in the piano. All right. So see how simple that was? We dragged everything out. That went a lot faster, and we arranged that little piece just so much quicker than what we would do if we were in Machine trying to arrange our song. And so now you have two things that you do here. I sped up your workflow, but you also have everything tracked out. So all your sounds are going to be there. You can edit. You can start doing your verses. You can put a hook in right now if you wanted to, because you're inside your DAW. So many advantages of using a machine inside your DAW, and just speeding up their workflow, getting your ideas out quicker and faster and more efficiently. All right. So again, I'm Michael Gates. Notes for Notes Memphis. Go check out the Just Us mixtape. Please do. It's a banger. SoundCloud. Go to the Notes for Notes page. Listen to that Just Us mixtape and listen to the awesome music that we're doing here in Memphis. I hope this helps you. I hope this helps you out a lot. And make sure you comment, give me your feedback. If you want to see more of these type of videos, make sure you're subscribing to our YouTube channel. Make sure you're following us on social media platforms. And happy creating. And I hope this helps you again. All right. Peace out.